The world of luxury and performance vehicles is one of aspiration, prestige, and achievement.
So yeah, a lot of people know that they can't afford these Mopars. I mean, they going for what? SCATPACKs 50, 60 sometimes. You got the HELLCATS going for 60,000 or more now. So these guys are going out stealing these cars for a little nothing. Turn around and putting them on things like Facebook Marketplace and selling them for the $5,000 or $6,000. And if they do 10 of that, that's, you do the math, 5,000 times 10. That's $50,000. So these guys making 50,000 just on 10 steals. That's probably like a average paying job to most people. So they're going out just like you're waking up 9 to 5. They're waking up and stealing these cars as if it was a full-time job. Believe it or not.
They are status symbols, a reflection of hard work and dreams realized. However, in recent years, a darker reality has emerged, an alarming rise in the theft of these vehicles. Ever wondered how something designed to signify success can also invite vulnerability? Thieves are drawn to these vehicles not only because of their high market value, but also because of the immense profits they generate on the black market. Once stolen, many of these cars are shipped overseas, making them nearly impossible for authorities to track or recover.
So that's why when you see things on Marketplace, a guy, he has wide body kit for $5,000, or he has a engine, SCAT engine for $5,000, or he got a HELLCAT engine for $6,000 or $7,000. He's got the wide body wheels for $1,500. He's got the interior for $1,500. So what happens is the thieves are making their money off top. This guy's giving them $5,000 for that vehicle. He's turning around and flipping it for 10. So it's not really just one person. It's being handed off from one thief to another, basically. So you have one set of guys that are actually the thieves. Then you got a second set of guys who are actually out stealing the cars, but they're more mechanically inclined and they're breaking down the cars.
People join such online groups to buy their desired cars at cheap rates. Sellers also demand on-hand cash. The sellers try to offer the lowest price compared to other sellers from those online groups to attract customers more easily. Customers also contact such sellers when they want to buy any specs for their cars, as they find the rates a lot cheaper than the market.
And that's why you see these chop shops, in-home chop shops coming up. And sometimes they're in decent neighborhoods because a lot of the times they aren't the ones stealing the cars. The guys that are stealing the cars are usually more off the grid. But, you know, the ones you see on the police chase running around stealing these cars, or at the meets, at the legal pits, they're usually the guys who are stealing the car. They aren't the ones that are breaking it down, because usually the guys that are breaking it down are driving them around. As soon as they get them, they're tearing them down to make money. So that's why these cars are going to continue to be stolen, because the price margin for you actually going to the dealership and buying them for $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 sometimes, these people are selling them for a fraction of that, 10% of that. So that's why it will always be a demand. You can build you a HELLCAT. I built me a legal HELLCAT from IAA. You can go to Copart. And a lot of times with no license, you can get I bought a SCATPACK shell for $600. I bought a HELLCAT shell for like $500. And if you're mechanically inclined, you can get a wrecked HELLCAT. You can get a wrecked SCATPACK and turn around and put that together legally for under $10,000. So can you imagine what these guys are doing when they're getting them stolen.
People find mechanics from such groups for their stolen cars. For example, if someone who has a stolen car is having a problem with his engine, he would contact such groups and offer more money for the inspection of the car. The prices of stolen cars or stolen car equipment are set by analyzing their condition. If the car has a broken window or lock, it would be sold at a much lower price. In contrast, if the car is in top-notch condition, it will be sold at a higher price. A 2019 Jeep SRT, currently worth $51,000 used, is being sold for $6,000. The methods thieves use are shockingly efficient. They break into the back window, disable alarms, and reprogram keys in less than 2 minutes. A 2021 Dodge Challenger RT 5.7, valued at $29,000 to $42,000 depending on mileage, is offered at $4,000. Why do you think manufacturers haven't taken stronger steps to counteract these vulnerabilities? Should car makers bear some responsibility for failing to protect their customers? The scale of this issue becomes even more evident with examples like a 2021 Jeep Trackhawk listed at $6,000 despite its legal market value ranging from $50,000 to $150,000. This particular car had custom modifications like a supercharger lid and aesthetic radiator caps, proof of the owner's pride in their vehicle. Similarly, a 2023 TRX worth $78,000 to $95,000 is reduced to $5,000, and a 2020 Dodge Challenger, priced at $31,000 despite high mileage, is sold for the same amount. How do you think the owners of these cars feel knowing that their hard-earned investments are being sold for pennies on the dollar? The story grows even more shocking with examples like the 2023 SRT Durango, listed at $6,000, despite being worth over $100,000. A 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat widebody, priced legally at over $70,000, is sold for $5,000. The disparity is staggering.
They're probably not even spending $10,000. They're probably only spending maybe $5,000. So some of them may even be have no financial burden on this car at all. I mean, they may have zero. How is that? They could have someone or themselves could be out stealing these cars. They already own a V6 Challenger or Charger with a clean VIN, and then they turn around and put all these parts on a clean title car. So at that point, if you're seeing a car on Marketplace for $20,000, he's saying, to be more specific, like when you see the 300 swap, that was a big trend. That started with these. They had V6 Chrysler 300s, and then it was like, how is the easiest way I can put this stolen stuff on my car? And then that's where the whole 300 HELLCAT came from. And if you heard about the guy who was racing up in New York, in the HELLCAT 300 was the U-Haul edition. Go do your research. That car, the whole power, the drivetrain of that car was stolen. How did the detectives know that it was stolen? They basically, whoever did the job didn't do it right. I'm pretty sure the PCM wasn't flashed, but they can even go deeper than that. They can actually run the VIN on the motor. Yes, they can run the VIN on the motor. So if your car has been swapped and you think you got away with it, you're a ticking time bomb. All it takes is a decent cop that knows cars just a little bit to see that this car didn't come stock with a HELLCAT engine. Go tear it down or wherever they do teardowns at, and find out that that motor was stolen, you're done. So that's why the 300 HELLCAT was born, was so thieves can easily switch that drivetrain out, have no record as far as the car being stolen to the common eye, and then just flip a clean title 300. So yeah, I mean, we can go on and on. Well, I can go on and on about how this game is the reason why it is what it is, because It's because the price margin of you going out buying a Hellcat is so inexpensive. It's so expensive for the average guy. He's saying, hey, I can go out and steal it. And then the security systems on it is so outdated. And then on top of that, the building process of it is so easy. So you put 1 and 2 and 3 together, and that's the reason why these cars are being stolen. All right, appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all want more info on these Mopars from the guru himself, y'all go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. All right, man, I've been up late, man. I'm about to call it a night, so I say peace.